Hello, 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 everybody. So, welcome to the Durga Puja special that is being carried on by the Museum Memories Project for the 5 days that we celebrate Durga Puja across the world. It is not restricted to the Bengali community. Durga Puja is different from Navratri, that is celebrated in Western and Northern India. Durga Puja, or rather Durga Pujo, is celebrated by people belonging to the community called Bengalis who speak the language Bangla. It is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. But most interestingly, anybody who has got anything to do with Bengal, whatever community, caste, or religion, or gender they belong to, celebrate Durga Puja. They have been part of these celebrations since centuries. There's a very interesting history to Durga Puja, how it started. Uh, During the time of the British, it became big as the scale that you see it today. Durga Puja pandals, the physical structures, usually made out of a bamboo scaffolding with cloth on it, where the idol of the Durga, along with her children Ganesh, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Kartik, are kept, is known as a pandal. So you would have seen these large mobile structures. They are erected just a few days before the Durga Puja starts, and then they are taken down the day of Visarjan of the idol. So there's a very interesting story behind the celebration. There are multiple myths and legends which over time have got mixed up, and the most prevalent story that is followed by people is that Durga resides with her husband Shiva in Mansarovar, Kailas, and she comes home to her parents in Bengal with her children. So you'll be very interested to know that in Bangla, a daughter is referred to as Ma. Even daughter-in-laws are referred to as Ma, and Ma here is synonymous to Durga or any other goddess. So Bengal did always treat their women, their girl child, with a lot more importance than any other community in India. The female literacy rate is very high. Female feticide rate, which is a very sad story of India, is very low here. People welcome their girl child here, and so we're trying to celebrate Durga Puja from our homes. Most of us are stuck in our own homes wherever we are in different parts of the world. Durga Puja, if I may use that simile, is or rather kind of a similarity, is similar to Christmas. It's a time when people from all over the world came home to their families to celebrate Durga Puja, even if they are not having a Durga Puja idol in their homes. They would visit pandals. It's a term that's used in Kolkata a lot called pandal hopping. So at the end of the day, people ask, so how many pandals did you see? You know, Kota dekhle. I belong to Bengali parents, though I have been born and brought up in Rajasthan and Jaipur mainly. I've spent a lot of my years in Western and Northern India. I am what is known as a Probashi. A Probashi is somebody who is a Bengali in origin in terms of the family tree, but is brought up outside Bengal. I can speak, read, and write Bangla. My Dida, my maternal grandmother, used to live with us, and she taught both my sibling and me. So yes, I thought, why not do something for Durga Puja when we are all sitting at home and we don't have much to do. I have got new wireless earbuds, Bluetooth. Thank you, Bindu. And wearing one of my mother's sari. This is very old, probably a 30-year-old sari. It's Tangail weave, half cotton, half silk, and so each day of the Durga Puja will be dedicating to a theme. One day is textile of Bengal, one day is cuisines, my mother will cook something, one day is music, one day we're going to talk of the memories that different people have about Durga Puja. which they'll be emailing us. And one day is how the indigenous people, or the Adivasis called Santals, who live in present day states of Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha, they celebrate Dasera. It's a very different narrative. They call it Dasai. So Rabindranath Tagore set up the Vishwabharati University, which is the first central government university of free India, in a place called Shantiniketan, which was sort of established by his father, Maharishi Devendranath Tagore. And Rabindranath Tagore wanted Shantiniketan and Vishwabharati to be inclusive. So he actually invited the Santals from in and around this place to come and reside here, so that the intellectuals, the students who were studying in Vishwabharati, and the indigenous people, the local people who are staying in Bolpur, which is attached to Vishwabharati University and Shantiniketan geographically, they all learn from each other. I have not studied here, neither has my family. My father used to teach here for some years. And so this is the first time I'm actually making a video like this, and I don't know how it is. So the disclaimer is there are going to be glitches, and please bear with me. And Shubho Durga Puja. Hi, I should also add that please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. It's called the Museum Memories Project. Please follow us on Instagram as the Museum Memories Project and Varnika Designs. And no, I'm not eating that creeper. But this is, behind me is the blue, lovely sky. It's locally known in Bangla as the Shoroter Akash, and clouds. And I think I need to end the video because the creeper is sort of trying to talk. See you soon.